Welcome back to the Lone Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, and yes, I am the Lone Ranger. Why the Lone Ranger? Because I arrange loans, mortgage loans, home equity lines, construction loans, renovation loans, you name it, loans, bridge loans, reverse mortgages, whatever you need, I got it. Matter of fact, on average, CrossCountry Mortgage has 100 more programs, not 100 programs, 100 more programs than the average lender in the United States. 1 in 44 loans in the United States are a CrossCountry Mortgage. 1 in 44. Why? Because we're the best. How did we get there? We did a lot to help you. We did everything we could to become a consumer lender. If you want an opportunity to work for a great company and you are a loan officer out there and you have at least 2 years experience, I'm looking for talent right now all across the state of Florida. So I even have branch opportunities if you want to open up your own branch, but minimum 2 years. You must have a real estate or builder following, but what a great opportunity I can help you with branch opportunities here. Matter of fact, not only in Florida, but across the country. Call me now at 407-706-3313 if you are a loan officer seeking great opportunities. I'm extremely cautious about integrity and ethics and making sure that we're taking great care of my clients. So, but I do have opportunities, and I'm also looking for talent. If you're bilingual loan officer, that's even a plus to make sure that I'm helping all my clients that don't speak English. So I have in my branch lots of Spanish speaking folks and even Portuguese. So always looking for more talent in that arena as well. Also, if you are seeking to determine whether now is the right time to buy a home, I have some news for you. Now, before we get into that, we had an announcement earlier in the month where Jerome Powell, chairman of the Federal Reserve, announced not to raise interest rates. Okay, so no interest rates raised. Now, he didn't drop them, but what happened to interest rates? They came down. Just by him saying, I'm not going to raise them, they came down. So then he said there could be as much as 3 rate reductions, or it's called easing, in 2024. Now, I think that's premature because I subscribe to a lot of data, and my data says, first of all, the next Fed meeting is January 31st. There is a 98.7% chance that there will be no change. There's a 10.3% chance that he would ease the rates. That's not going to happen right now. Why? Because we don't need him to lower the Fed rate to get better mortgage rates. The Fed rate is tied to your home equity line of credit, your credit cards, maybe your car loan, but not even car loans typically, sometimes, but not to a mortgage. Mortgages are tied to the Treasury bond. So when the Treasury bond starts improving, then interest rates start to improve. And you saw the stock market's been doing really good. The bond market's been doing really good, and interest rates starting to drop. Now, should we wait to buy a home or to refinance for the next Fed meeting? No, it's not. He's not going to lower it. It's not going to happen. Well, what about waiting for the next one? Maybe we should wait for them and see if he lowers rates then, because then they'll come down. Isn't that right? No, that's not true. As a matter of fact, if you look at the charts for Fed hikes and Fed easing, oftentimes the opposite can happen when that action has been taken. For instance, right now, we're seeing a drop in interest rates. So I'm locking rates in at under 6.5% for good credit clients right now. Under 6.5%. How would you like that? It's incredible. So take the opportunity. So what if they decided to lower rates next Fed meeting? Do you think interest rates are going to improve a little bit more? They might, but they might not, because it might have an adverse effect. And we've seen that on the bond market. And then we start to see things go in the other direction. I'd like him just to leave things alone for a little while. Just hang up the phone, baby. Don't do anything. And let's just watch and see what happens. I think the market will start to improve a little bit. Okay. Now, I don't think we're going to hit the fives anytime soon, but come on, we're a half a point away from a high five right now. And that's not far away. And believe me, if you're sitting on the sidelines waiting for the fives to happen, you're going to be in for a rude awakening, because everyone's going to jump in, and then it's going to be a bidding war. If you don't have 20% to put down when the rates drop into the fives, you will probably not be able to buy. And then you're out of the market. So why do I like buying now? You can still get a decent rate. I can still get a seller to pay some closing costs. We can ask the seller to do a 2-1 buy down, which is amazing. You'll get, like, if interest rates right now were 6.5%, you could get a 4.5% interest rate for the first year, and then 5.5%, then it goes to 6.5%. By that time, we're into the mid fives and we refinance. That's a strategy. That's the smart strategy. That's called leverage. That's smart. Now, I believe that doing it now is the right thing, because a couple of things are going to happen when rates drop further. Everybody that's on the sidelines is going to flood the market. Sellers are only going to accept offers where you're putting down 20%, because if you're putting down 3.5% on an FHA loan, you're screwed. No, but they're not going to even talk to you. Veterans. Oh, sorry, veterans. Thank you for fighting in the war for us. Thank you for putting your life on the line. But sellers aren't going to entertain your offer. Not with a VA loan. Nope, they won't. They'll discriminate against you. I promise you they will. They do it every single time. Every time. And if you're a veteran, I'm going to apologize for the people that do that to you right now, because it makes me sick to my stomach that you don't give a veteran the first crack at a transaction. They are the ones that deserve it. You call me, I'll fight for you tooth and nail. Fight tooth and nail for a veteran. No questions asked. 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313, or webringyouhome.com. Call me now. I'm hanging out here in Tampa at 813-213-4009. 813-213-4009. Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger CrossCountry Mortgage, in your neighborhood, helping you and your friends and your family with their next mortgage. I'm applying for the job, and I suggest that you check out my credentials. Go to Google, check me out. Go to Yelp, check me out. Go to Zillow reviews, check me out. Check me out. I'll give you client reviews. I'll give you clients to call. Ask them. I'll give you realtors to call. Realtors, if you're not working with me, you're not working with the person that's got your best interest at heart. I promise you, you're not. I have more tools, more loan programs, better service, faster close times, better interest rates, lower closing costs than the average person that you're dealing with out there. And I've got 35 years experience, and my team is available 7 days a week. 7 days a week. I don't miss closings. You don't get calls from me a week before closing going, I think we're going to need an extension on that. No, we're not going to need an extension. We're going to close the doggone thing, and we're going to close it on time. I got a family with a moving truck, 2 dogs and a bird in the truck, and they got to get into their house on time. Those things don't happen on my watch. And if you're a realtor and you're dealing with that, well, shame on you. If you're a realtor and you're not working with me, then you're definitely not in the Lone Ranger Real Estate Rebate Program. So I have great clients. They call me and they rely on me for good service. I refer them to a real estate agent that specializes in the area that you want to buy in. I'm not going to give you a Lakeland realtor when you're buying in Cape Coral. I'm not going to give you a Melbourne realtor when you're buying in Orlando. That's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. I'm going to give you a Tampa realtor that specializes in Tampa, and oftentimes in that particular area. When I refer you to that real estate agent, I've already vetted them. They're going to perform. They're going to perform at a high level, and they have to meet my negotiation skills test too, because I want a realtor that's going to negotiate for you. And in return, they will also give you back 25% of their buy side commission back so you can use it towards closing costs, escrows, whatever. That's the Lone Ranger Real Estate Rebate Program. If you are wanting to be part of that, I have to know who you are, work with you, know how you perform, know how you negotiate, take customer reviews, interview the customers that you've closed with, and then we can talk about being on the Lone Ranger Real Estate Rebate Program. That's what my clients get. Experience, excellence. Now, listen, I'm going to tell you, clients, I might not refer you to the biggest producer in that area. Why? Because I might not like the biggest producer in that area. Oh, I've met him. Oh, I know him. Oh, it doesn't mean they don't want to work with me. They're arrogant. And I've met so many of them out there, and they're top producers because they seem to be able to attract all these people that want to use them, but they don't perform at a high level. They just have good marketing skills. And I think that's atrocious. I want people that care about you, that are going to fight for your money like I would fight for your money. I'm the Lone Ranger. My name is Bruce Woodburn. You can call me right now. You can text me right now. I'm available. I have loan officers on call, and I return phone calls. Call me in Tampa at 813-213-4009 or Orlando 407-706-3313. I am the Lone Ranger, and I'm here to help you. So we talked a little bit about the Fed not raising Fed rates, potentially 3 rate reductions. I think if that comes, it's going to come closer to the election. So Bidenomics can show you that he's doing something for you just as you're passing through the gate. And then as soon as he gets back in there, if the bonehead does, everything's going to go to hell in a handbasket again. So I'm not a big supporter of him, as you can tell, and I don't mean to mince words. It's not a political show, but since it's my show, I can say anything I want. And I think he's a doofus. And he has nothing but bad things to do for this country. I think he's totally torn down this country in so many negative ways that it makes me sick to my stomach. Absolutely sick to my stomach. But he's your president. I didn't vote for him. Now, there is a 89.7% chance that the Fed is not going to raise interest rates and not lower interest rates. There's only a 10.3% chance they may lower rates. I don't believe that's going to happen. But you should get your loan done and close on a home now, because I can still get you great interest rates in this market. Sellers are willing to negotiate. We can help negotiate closing costs for you. Use one of my realtors, get a rebate. I mean, it's a great opportunity. Don't wait for rates to drop, because you first-time home buyers, if you're trying to do down payment assistance, don't say down payment assistance and a 5% rate in the same sentence, because you won't compete with other buyers that have 20% to put down, that have been waiting and lady in waiting, just like you are. So don't wait for that. Buy now. I'll refinance you later. Okay. Sellers won't make repairs when rates drop. They're not going to fix the plumbing. They're not going to put a new roof on. They're not going to pay any closing costs. As a matter of fact, they're going to ask you to waive the appraisal contingency, and they're going to ask you to waive an inspection contingency. And that's not going to be good. So if you got less than 20% to put down, you're a fool. I'm just going to go ahead and say you're a fool not to buy right now, unless you just don't qualify at today's rates. It's a foolish mistake. And I don't like calling people fools, because I don't think any of you are fools, but you'd be making a foolish mistake. And that's what I'm trying to say. You need my help. You really do. And I want to be there for you. I'll fight tooth and nail for you to get the best rate, lowest closing costs, best deal on a house, find the best real estate agent, close on time. Be there to answer your calls. No ghosting, not just internet garbage, people service. People service. 407-706-3313 in Orlando, or 813-213-4009 in Tampa. WeBringYouHome.com. Want to get into my class for real estate strategies in 2024? Go to WeBringYouHome.com. It is in Orlando on January 24th. Seats will fill up. Seats will fill up. If you're looking for first-time home buyer, jumbo loan, you name it, I got it. I'll be back next week, same time, same place. God bless you. Merry Christmas to all of you. And I love you and thank you so much for tuning into my show.